Hello everyone, Dependent Quarter here, and the walk I have for you today is Bilock, which is actually not a typical Bilock, but is ASIO, which is the Australian equivalent of the FBI. They use these Bilocks which have misaligned rows, and as you can see, the two rows are not parallel on the key. And as well as that, come on camera, focus. As well as that, there is also 11th element which is pushed by this interactive piece of the key. It gets pushed by the housing and actually actuates the pin from here inside of the key. So yeah, as you can see, here is the chamber for it between the two rows. Okay, so yeah, looking at the pins, we have only key pins which double as a drivers. They are similar to the medical in picking because you need to apply the jiggly test. I will talk about it in a minute. And yeah, generally speaking, most Bilocks have one true gate and one false gate on the pins, but this one has two false gates and one true gate, which makes it picking harder, as well as the interactive element, which is just another pin you need to push. We have two sidebars, left and right. They are identical, I believe, and they interact, these little pegs interact with the circular gates on the pins. The plug itself has two sidebar grooves. We have the 11 holes for the main chambers. We have anti-drill protection, and we have hole for the interactive on the side as well. There is also two ball bearings which are not present here, but they're in those kind of locks. Is that just that Yabende removed them for easier gutting. The housing has one sidebar groove on the left, one on the right, and actually one more sidebar groove on the right, which is anti-pick feature. When you pick the lock, you actually, to turn it all the way, you need to pick the right side again, because this is a cam lock and it can turn only to one side or the other. It's reversible, but it's in the wild found when you can only turn it to the right. So that's how I'm going to be picking it. And yeah, for picking it, very important, when you tension, you need to apply clockwise tension like this from this side and counterclockwise from this side. This is because you can break this piece of warding here and you need to be careful. So yeah, for picking I used 3 hooks from Moki. The two short ones are for the two lower cuts. The Bilock has 4 possible cuts: low, low mid, high mid, and max. And yeah, you can call it minimum, low, high, and max lifts. 4 lifts in total. So yeah, for beating is not very hard because I don't have very high lifts hiding behind low lifts. Here it's pretty flat, here as well. And yeah, I use these hooks, and my general picking strategy was to keep the false set, which means that the sidebar is in all the true gates or false gates, and you have small false set. And when you set a pin and you lose the false set, you go to check every other pin just in case it fall and you need to pick it back. And yeah, it has tapering effect. It is kind of frustrating, and the jiggly test is by clicking sounds. When the pin is clicking, when you're moving up and down with your pick, front and back, excuse me, if the pin is clicking, it is set, or it is not ready to be set, and you move on. And yeah, this will be it. Now let's pick this lock. Okay, Bilock ASIO is in the vise. working. Let's try to pick it now. Okay, I think I have it. Yeah, it's open. And now the sidebar, the second groove of the sidebar, locked the course for the full open. I will actually need to pick the right sidebar. One more time. Okay, I'm trying for the last time. And if it doesn't work, the lock is still considered picked. Just wanted to try. Yeah, I'm too tired to do this. Sorry. But yeah, that is picked still. That's just another security feature. There is a second sidebar groove on the right. But basically it's picking half of the lock. So yeah, you can see that you cannot use the key. So yeah, I will get it now. If I reset it in the neutral position, I will be able to use the key freely. Okay. Thanks Yabende for loaning me this lock. So yeah, for gutting, you just take this off. Here are the two sidebars. Left and right sidebar. We have sliding Bible cover. it's off. Now one of the interactive springs. There are 7 chambers here, so in the first I will put the interactive. Okay, now I will start taking out the pins. Starting, my left row will be on top and right row will be on the bottom, so I will start from the back. Last pin, and the interactive element. So yeah, this is the plug, sidebar grooves, chamber pin chamber holes, and here are actually 2 ball bearings which they removed, which I'm very thankful for because they're sprung outwards, make the gutting very hard. Have anti-drill here, and yeah, this is the sidebar element. Sits one part of it. It's pushed by this protrusion on the key, which is activated when you insert the key. Housing, 2 sidebar grooves on the right, 1 on the left. And yeah, every single one of the pins has 1 through gate and 2 false gates. I will do a close-up now. And yeah, this is it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day and bye bye.